I was getting strangled by this woman.
Stop! Like this.
You squirt.
So he ends up shooting my
I
tooth.
cut his father-in-law's fingertip off.
Welcome to the chaos we call the Casual AF Podcast.
He comes back down so hard.
You should go to coppers. They love you at coppers. No, they want to
I
bang.
am totally
I'm
sober.
pretty sure I found the guys in Brussels who looks like a Hell's Angel Santa through the middle of the fucking.
What kind of podcast you guys run around here?
And welcome to the Casual AF Podcast. I am your host, Tyler. Hi, hello. And Garrett. Hi, hello. We are
Hi, hello.
we are missing a host today. Craig cannot be with us today because he is officially moving to
New Hampshire.
New Hampshire.
We're excited. We can't wait.
Very excited.
Yeah,
He's been talking about it, sending us some text messages and everything, and we're looking forward to it.
we're excited. We can't wait.
Yeah.
It's gonna
He's
be amazing.
He's like, I don't know if I can do it. And then I'm like, listen, like I literally gave him the whole spiel about
Oh, yeah.
this is what I got for taxes, this is how much I made for the year. And he goes, Tyler, you can go fuck yourself. And I'm like, I'm sorry that you have state,
Yeah.
county, and town tax.
Yeah,
I just get federal.
State, what is it? State, federal, and city tax.
Yeah, that's what it was.
horseshit, dude. Makes more than us, but doesn't make more than us. because
No.
of taxes.
He made slightly more than me by like only like 10,000
Yeah,
for the year.
it's crazy, absolutely crazy. But yeah, no, we're excited. We can't wait for him to get up here.
Before taxes, he's over 100,000 on me.
Yeah, he's way above us.
But then I
Yeah,
told
no.
him, I'm like, oh, I only got like taxed 13,000 for the year, and he's like, yeah, you can go fuck yourself.
Yeah, yeah.
I looked at both my W-4s and I saw what they took out of me, and I'm like, oh, it was only this much.
Yeah. I actually got a return this year. I was pretty surprised.
There you go.
But
I
it's because
got-
I worked at 10 different fucking jobs.
Yeah, we got a little bit of a return. It went into our fund for the little one.
Yep. That's good. That's good. Yeah, mine went right to bills. Yep.
We were going to do that, but then we're like, no, we need to put it away for the trip.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I have I'm glad next month I get my pay bump
There you go.
next month, so pretty excited about that.
Oh yeah,
That'd be
you're gonna be hitting your period or whatever it is.
Yeah, yep, that time of the month, you know.
Yep.
Uh
Get a pay bump for that. Congratulations. Imagine if that
Yeah,
was the
no,
thing. Holy shit.
April will be my 6 months there.
6
so
months.
I'll get that. Be off or I'll go to Stock Handler 2 instead of Stock Handler 2 Learner. So
Ah,
yeah, get out of that learning period.
there you go. There you go.
Yeah,
Have you
pretty
been
excited.
liking it? How's it been?
It's been good. Yeah, storms are great. I love storms, except for when they fall on a weekend, then they suck. But storms during the week are awesome.
Makes sense.
We just worked this morning for a while, like 7 to noon, so
Okay,
it wasn't bad.
I told my work I do not want to be a team leader anymore.
Yeah, I don't fucking blame you, dude.
No, yeah. So everyone
It's good
knows
for you though.
where I work now. I was like, hell, I'm gonna try a team lead position because I'm kind of getting bored of what I'm doing. Boy, was I wrong. I was like, it's gonna be good for me. It's gonna help me out. Kind of like go back into that team leader mentality, especially of like prior service and shit. No, it's a completely different ball game, and I can't hit people.
Yeah, now it's frowned upon if you
Yeah,
hit people.
it's frowned upon for hitting people or making them do shit that makes them uncomfortable.
Or telling them that they are stupid.
That too.
Yeah, it's a bummer when you can't do that anymore.
Yeah, so I'm back to just running machines again because I was like, you know what? That's what I miss doing. I like doing technical stuff.
Yep. Yeah, I don't blame you, man. It's different. Like when you step into like one of those roles or positions, and you're just like, oh, I can't. It's not as much fun anymore.
Or you get a
Like,
little
no.
bit of a shell shock of, oh, this is how this place is ran.
Right. Yeah. Yep.
I'm like, I think
that
I'm just
does it
gonna
too.
go back to my machine and just worry about responsibilities.
Yep. Yeah. No. It's fucking weird too. Like,
Hope nobody from my
you
work
think,
watches.
oh, this is gonna. Yeah. Sorry about your work, Craig.
Yep. Actually, no. I had a coworker of mine the other day go, I've been meaning to ask you, Casual AF podcast on your hat. What is it? And I'm like, that's my podcast. And he goes, no shit. He goes, I love podcasts. I'm like, hey, you should watch them. I got 48.
Yep.
We got 48 episodes. Going to be 49 soon. And he goes, I'm gonna have to check that out. So if you are watching this,
Nice.
leave a comment and say hi, hello.
Yep. Thank you for watching.
Yeah.
But no, we want to thank all of our. I want to thank this earlier on in the podcast in case no one makes it to the end. We thank every single one of you for listening to the podcast, liking, subscribing, sharing, following, anything you do. It's a huge help for us. YouTube is weird, so commenting on videos is actually like what really boosts your videos now.
Yeah, it's a crazy thing.
It's like not even the likes don't count as much anymore as the commenting does. So
yeah.
we appreciate everything that everyone does for us, sharing and stuff. Spread the word.
I need one of
Buy
our
the
fans
merch.
to comment and say hi, hello.
Yes. Hi, hello, and go to the merch. Maybe I'll comment the link to the merch, see if that works in there.
Yeah, put the link in there. Yeah.
Yeah, just in like the comments, not
There you
even like in the bio.
Yeah.
Just comment some shit in there. So
Stuff
try
that
that.
try.
But, yeah. So but yeah, no, we just want to thank everyone. The YouTube views have been really good. Last couple were down a little bit, but it's what it is. Everything else has been great though,
But
and we couldn't do it without you.
Merch works because I walk around with my merch all the time, and I have not all the time. I can't say all the time, but there's just a few occasions where people are like, "Oh, what's that podcast?" And I'm like, "It's mine," and they're like, "No way."
Dude, I wore my sweatshirt out in Nashville, and you wouldn't believe how many people were like, "Oh, I love your sweatshirt." I'm like, "Oh, thanks. You should check out the podcast."
That's awesome.
Like it happened more often than I ever thought it would. Like,
Yeah.
just in a place where I've never been before. Like one of the bouncers, he's like, "Casual AF." He's like, "What's that stand for?" I was like, "Casual as fuck." He goes, "That's awesome. I'm gonna have to check that out."
That's awesome.
I'm like, "Yeah, no, that's our podcast, man." He's like, he asked like what we talk about, and I told him. He's like, "That's fucking great." He's like, "I'm in."
So funny thing about that was I was in the grocery store, and if I remember, his name's Dylan, Austin's brother-in-law. No, which one's his brother-in-law? Awkward pause.
Hurt
my
Austin,
brain. Massaging.
his brother-in-law Derek. Are you thinking stepbrother?
Stepbrother.
Oh,
Stepbrother, not brother.
Dominic.
Dominic.
Yeah.
Dylan. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Dominic. Jesus Christ, Dominic. I'm sorry.
Close.
Yeah. I'm terrible with names, so. But he goes, "Casual AF. Wait, are you Tyler?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he goes, "It's me." And I'm like, "Remind me." And he goes, it's Dominic. It's Austin's brother." And I'm like,
Yeah,
"Oh no shit." He goes, "The only reason I noticed you is because you're Casual AF stuff." He goes, "I remember seeing that on Facebook." And I'm like, "Ha!
Oh no shit.
People are seeing it."
Yeah, that's awesome. No, it's sick. Our chief on our fire department, he actually. Oh, I have to shout him out too. Actually, he told me I better shout him out. So shout out, Chief. It was his birthday last week. Now, 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago now, and his 30th wedding anniversary. So shout out to
Congrats.
whoever. Shout out to Penny for being able to put up with him for 30 years. But no, he was talking. He's like, "Yeah, no." He's like, "I hear about it all the time." He's like, just from like everybody that listens to it. And I was like, "Well, that's really fucking cool." So
That's good to hear. That's actually, yeah.
Yeah, it's cool to hear like it spreading, getting out to people and people listening to it. It's really cool. I've got a buddy, one of the PD guys. He wants to get on here. After he gets back from his deployment, he's deploying overseas for another 6-month tour. So when he gets back, we'll have to we're gonna have him on because I am getting my own apartment soon. So I'm gonna set up a little area,
set up a little studio recording,
set up a little studio area to get so I can have people like from around come and sit down with me, and we can record multiple people, like 2 people in my place, and still go through Discord so we can get people on to record with us. I think it'll help out getting some of those people that don't have setups. So
Obviously,
it'll
you
be
just
a lot
gotta
of
let me
fun.
know, and I will drive my butt over.
Yeah, no, definitely. And I would like to, hopefully, Craig, when he moves up here to New Hampshire and gets a semi-normal schedule, he can, you know, we can do some more in-person recordings, but also, just have a normal schedule, and we can take a day and schedule out some time slots to get people on.
And just hang out and be friends and not like
Yeah.
be forever away. Right?
Yep. So far away.
So far
Far
away. I love these ones because Craig has no fucking clue what's going on right now, and he's gonna watch it and go.
We've said,
yeah.
Like we've said before, none of us remember anyway. But this is gonna be an extra surprise.
Yeah. Exactly. No, but that definitely is something that's like in the pipeline for us, for you guys, of course, is we're trying to get more episodes out. And
yeah, we're trying to get more.
A big goal is
episodes
trying to get
out.
the more impersonal recordings going, and not like just over Discord screen to screen calls.
Yeah, Discord screen calls. I mean, they work.
Yeah.
It's good, but
when you're tight on a
we
budget,
want to get when you're tight on a budget. We're also trying to get more guests on. I've been reaching out on like Twitter. It's been unsuccessful, but just reaching out like through those different channels to kind of try to get some people that want to hop on. I mean, we don't have money to pay people to get on here with us, and I think that might be a hindering part on getting some people on here. But like we want the OGs that just want to sit down, shoot the shit, and hang out. You know,
that's the thing. Is like
that's what we're here for.
Get some people, ask some questions, be like, hey, what's going on with life?
You know, I mean, we're gamers, and that's where a lot of our our content started, was gaming, streaming on Twitch and Kick and all that shit. So we would like to get people from that community, the gaming community. I mean, we've had Quiddy on, we've had Prove on.
Yep.
I'm drawing a blank on some other gamers, but Sid, technically he games with us, but he doesn't stream. We'd like to get some more people from that friend group, the gaming group, on here.
We have the personal friends that have been on and everything.
Right. Austin, he's one of our streaming buddies, or gaming buddies, I should say. But yeah, no, we're just trying to get like that group in here a little bit. Try to get some other people in here.
Yep.
We're big. I keep saying and it's driving me nuts, but because I'm trying to think. The regiment. I'd like to get some of the regiment people in here too.
That'd be cool.
There's some bigger streamers with regiment that I think if we reached out, be like, hey, we're fellow like RG people, you know, do you want to come in and hang out with us and shoot the shit? I think that would be really cool.
I would love to hear some of those guys' stories.
Yeah. The stories and like just life experiences. I think that would be really, really fun aspect to bring into the podcast. For anyone who doesn't know, Regiment Gaming is a team that Ty and I are part of. It's a military community, so it's all veterans. It's a veteran gaming community. I think there's like 30-something thousand members now, almost 40,000 members
in the Discord. I think.
Yeah, like that are regiment, part of the regiment community. So it's a crazy big community, and it's awesome to see veterans getting in here. I think it helps a lot of veterans, like through the Discord and just the community, like jumping into people's streams, hanging out, having fun. It's a good way for veterans to like connect and just hang out, and it's helpful, you know. I see a lot of stories on X all the time, so just trying to be more active in that space and have fun. And I'd like to get some of those brothers and sisters on here, and you know, hear their experience and shit like that. Stories, fun stories, funny stories.
So
I mean,
true.
we're all we're here all about the funny stories.
We are.
We like the serious shit too every once in a while, but
Yeah,
we're all
but
about we're all
more
about
funny.
fun and games. Yeah. So yeah, so that's something we're trying to look. We're trying to get that stuff in here. Try to spread it and get the name out and just have more content for the listeners.
Yep.
We're sure sometimes you don't want to hear us fucking drunk and ramble, but I tell you what, the last couple drunken ramblings have been pretty goddamn funny.
I was gonna say our episode being back to not
Yeah.
being sober. Whoa. Yeah,
Last episode, fucking, it was intense.
that was a wild one.
Yeah, I feel bad for Dilly.
Going back and listening to that one, I was like, oh,
Whoa.
So like
Built different.
credit to Dilly, like he worked on it as much as he can, and I give him praise for it.
Yeah.
But there was some stuff where I'm like, I'm gonna put some beeps in myself
Yeah.
because
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, there's some things that definitely needed it. Yeah.
just to be safe.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's been good. And I tell you what, that's been helpful having Dilly be a part
So
of
much help. We thank
process,
Dilly so much.
Yeah, for sure. And get some thanks to Dilly in the chat. That'd be cool. Or in the comments, that'd be pretty cool.
We need to get Dilly on the podcast.
Yes, I know. You got to get him on here. It's coming up on golfing season. I'll tell you what. Kid golf's really good. Putting needs work. Can't say much because my putting also needs work. But Texas needs to work on their fucking greens too. Some of those greens look like fucking shag carpets from the 70s. I was like, what the fuck?
I can see it now. You're like having this conversation, like critiquing him, and we're gonna have subtitles pop up in the middle of him arguing with you.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he's a good golfer, man. If he shows on TikTok, we don't see all the bad shots, but
the power of editing.
Yeah, the power of editing does wonders. But no, we definitely got to get him on here. We got to figure out a time when he can do that. Stop being a lame ass. But yeah, there's just a lot of things we're working on, and hopefully some things coming down the pipeline. So. But having my own place and being able to get people in there will be good.
You're literally
some more in-person people.
You're under an hour from me, away from me. So like,
yeah,
if we just plan it out, I'll shoot over. We do a record session. Be good.
Yep, definitely. Yep. Yeah, I mean we got all the shit, so
we do have the shit. We need to start using it.
Yeah. It's an expensive one weekend.
It was. It really was, and then it never happened again.
Right. Yeah. That was a pretty penny.
Yeah.
But it's all good. That's what we're here for.
But speaking of like what's coming down the pipeline, there's this new extraction shooter that has been making the rumbles and finally showed some pre-alpha gameplay of it. You haven't heard of it? It's called Gray Zone Warfare. Extraction shooter.
Sick.
Yeah, it's an extraction shooter, military realism, blah blah blah, all that good stuff. It's pretty much a version of Tarkov.
Yeah.
Some people say, but it's in Taiwan is what it looks like it's going to be based out of. It's going to be one huge map, 42 square kilometers, and it is going to be seamless, no loading screen.
Yep. Yeah, it's all in the same place. So unlike Tarkov, where you have to wait 10 fucking hours sometimes to get into a raid,
Tarkov is working towards getting to that, though.
Yes. Yeah.
It's only been how many years, but
I know. to think of Tarkov as one whole fucking map, though,
it's gonna be pretty fucking nuts.
That's gonna be big.
Like they said, they're gonna try. They want it to be like what Gray Zone's like going towards is seamless, where you're coming out of interchange and then you go into customs or so on and so forth. It's gonna be the map of Tarkov.
Yeah,
and then like where your hideout is below the map, or you're in a tunnel system.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, in streets is underneath the stairs is where your hideout is.
Yep. I think it's a cool concept. Obviously, it is ways away from everything that we've been
so far away.
Everything we've been hearing. I mean, they haven't finished giving us all the maps yet.
Right, I know. That's the thing is like they haven't released all the maps yet. How long is it going to be? And it's been what 2017 is when Tarkov launched Alpha. What the never left. Yeah, no. So Tarkov, like they haven't given us all the maps yet.
Nope.
So we're still a long ways away from that. It's been 2017 was when the alpha is right. It's still an alpha, or is it beta?
It's beta now.
Beta. So it's in beta since 2017. It's 2024.
24.
So it's
I almost said 14.
7 years? I don't math. Nope. Yeah.
7.
7 years.
7 years.
And we still haven't gotten all the maps yet. We still can't figure out desync. We
lowering lobby times.
Launched. Yeah, we can't lower lobby times. We launched another game.
Arena. Which I've been playing a lot more.
Yes. Yeah. I think I've been playing more Arena than I have actual Tarkov. Mainly because I got my interchange tasks and I'm fucking losing my mind.
Which I know some people are like, you guys are fucking insane for playing Arena, but it's making me better in Tarkov, which I'm getting a little bit of confidence boost. I'm getting a little bit of a confidence boost, and I might go back into Tarkov and then lose my mind again.
It's definitely giving me a boost. Like my gunfights with actual players is way fucking better, and my gunfights with scavs too. Like I used to fucking shy away from all gunfights. Like I used to run around the map, fucking loot goblin shit, and then try to get out
get the fuck
engaging
out
at all. Like I would see scavs and be like, you know what? I'm not gonna engage them. I'm just gonna walk away.
I don't want the Taz scab to snipe in the face.
Exactly. So now I'm at the point where I'm taking the gunfights. I'm just going in looking for scavs because I realized how much faster you level up when you get in gunfights with scavs.
Mm-hmm.
But so like all of that, like we're still so far away from endgame with Tarkov. At least it feels like it. Who knows? Next wipe, they could say, "Here's all the maps. Here you are. You're in your hideout, and now it's all in the game. You don't have to go back to the menu every time."
Yeah. I mean, I would say the cool thing is we got that little bit of test of the season.
Did you hear? Did I? You froze up on my screen. Were you?
Oh.
Did you hear me talking?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Sorry. Discord fucking froze up that time.
This is another thing with Discord is you have these fucking problems.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's only mine that does it though.
No, what I was saying, they added the season test where they were trying out with winter and everything.
Yes.
Which it did.
I loved winter.
It was cool, and then I got real sick of it real fast because of the snow. And then they lowered the snow volume. Then I was like okay with it at that point. The snow, like running through the snow, the sound was ridiculous. They are talking about doing like autumn and stuff like that, like the fall, like so instead of like being completely green, it's gonna be hopefully those nice red, yellows, and colors and stuff. That'd be fucking cool. Or
the
like
difference too with having to change your outfit to match the backdrop.
I mean, not everyone does that, but I totally did.
Right.
I totally did. I was too. Like, because it made a difference. It's a difference.
Yeah. It made a difference. Like wearing that white coat.
Yeah.
In the wintertime, and then going to like now, like if you forgot or didn't have another outfit to change into, going back into the green. Yeah. Very green, very like green.
Yeah.
Like backdrops, you were like sticking out like a sore thumb. I was like, fuck, this is all I got other than the basic one. So, I don't want to be the basic bitch.
I think that's gonna be a cool concept, but definitely something you're gonna see a little bit lacking in gray zone because Taiwan, it's jungle.
Monsoon season and jungle.
It's green and that's it.
Yep. Yeah. But I tell you what, man, there's so many good looking things about this game.
Here's the crazy thing is everyone that has played it or has a chance to play it, it's pre-alpha. So it is, hey, this is what we have right now, but down the line it could be something completely different.
Yeah.
I'm loving they haven't showed anything PvP wise. They've only showed, hey, this is the map, this is how you use some of the stuff, and the AI, like, or at least the lower level AI that starts out.
Yeah.
So that was a cool thing I thought was something they announced, where like we're only showing you one bit of the AI. There's going to be 3 factions of AIs that you're going to deal with, and they all have a tier system of their AI, where it's like you got the gangbangers, pretty much the people that are the lowest totem pole, and then it goes up where, hey, they have armor, they have more weaponry skills, they're going to be a little bit quicker to engaging and everything. And I was like, that's cool. There's like this tier system to it. I mean, Tarkov has that, because you go scavs to raiders and rogues,
right,
and then you got bosses, but I want to see I want to see how Gray Zone's going to incorporate that, and like what the level of difficulty is going to be spread, because as you know, in like Tarkov, it's like scavs are like, okay, whatever, but when you kind of run into a raider, you're like, oh shit. And then if you run into rogues, it's like, keep your fucking head down if they spot you.
Yeah, for sure. And then bosses
are just a whole different type of thing.
Fucking killer comes sprinting at you with a sledgehammer.
Yeah.
Asshole.
Stuff like that. Yeah, this the boss, like the tier system of AI is what I'm interested. Like, what is that?
Yeah.
What's
it going to look like?
What's it going to look like? How is it going to feel? What is the threat level, I would say? Because like I was watching
areas too, like as far as map control.
Yeah, or is it going to be a thing where, like, you know how Tarkov, like, this boss spawns only here and here, or is it like they're just going to throw it like, oh, they can be fucking anywhere?
So you know what I was thinking is this game, like watching some of the videos and like the gameplay and all that, it's like Tarkov, but it also looks a lot like Ghost Recon Wildlands.
In first person form?
In first person form, you're going to have the different factions.
Yep.
Because you got the Sicarios, you got the Unidad, you got that. It's all in the game, like all in the one map. You respawn, like if you die, you respawn back at your base camp or whatever your location was you dropped in at. So it's like one of those things where you're like, okay, it's got that realism shooter, the extraction shooter. It's not really, I don't even know if you can call it an extraction shooter in the sense that you don't leave, like fully leave, you know what I mean? Well, I guess you do.
You leave back,
you can
to
extract. Yeah, you hop on the little bird,
and get back to your base.
Yeah, it does make sense. Okay, yeah. So that aspect, so that's where I kind of pieced them together. Or like what I kind of glued the two was, I would Tarkov, say
that's the biggest thing where you connect
Wildlands. Yeah. It's got that. I mean, obviously, this is going to be a lot more realistic than fucking Wildlands.
Yeah.
It's going to be, but at the same time, it's still got that, like, feel and could have that same thing with, like, Sicarios, Unidad, and, whatever factions you have as far as levels of AI, and then the different zones, like the different cartel areas where there's difficulty levels,
Yep.
So it's like one of those things, is it going to be more towards that side of things, but also Tarkov. I mean, I get the UI, like the user interface looks a lot like Tarkov, and everyone's like, oh, it's Tarkov, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, it's not, though. Like, their healing system is so much more in-depth.
Yeah, theirs is definitely different.
I noticed. Yeah.
But I was going to go back to the AI gunfight. Like, you watch a gunfight like the videos that show gunfights, and it's like, oh, like it's pretty much like roughly the same thing as Tarkov, where like you have to be careful in your gunfights, or
have to be careful of your exposure.
Yeah,
and peeking the same corner.
Yeah, it's. I saw a lot of them where like you could see it. It's like if you re-peek that corner, they're dialed in on you. Kind of the same thing with Tarkov.
Yeah, I've been a victim to that.
Itemization. It has that same feel. You got like the little bit of the Tetris kind of shit going on with stuff, which I feel like that's the best way to do that, in my opinion. I don't know what else you could really do there. I don't have much of an input on that, but
yeah.
My question is,
I agree.
My question is, are you able to? Is it going to be like Tarkov, where you die, your shit is gone, or are you able to where you die, you can try to get back to that spot and have the?
So I heard, or I was watching a video on that, and they said they weren't sure how it was going to be if you died, if you could work your way back to your dead body and get your gear back off it if it hadn't been taken. I can't remember which video it was. It was in one of the TikToks I saw. There's a whole TikTok page. It's gray zone warfare intel, I think is what it is. And they have so many videos on there. I'll jump into it after, like, one of them that I saw after we go over like this topic. But I saw that as like one of the things that they were talking about. They're like, we're not sure yet if you're going to be able to, go back to that spot where you died and get your gear off your body if it's still there, like if it hasn't been stripped, which I think would be kind of neat. But at the same time, it's like you're dead and now you're back, but you're getting all your gear off your dead body. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, are you kind of coming back in as a different person?
Like, are you a different contractor?
Yeah, like you're a new contractor, but you were flown into the same base.
That's right. Is it?
But you still have like all the other. What
is it like a premise of like you're a contractor or like a private military?
I'm pretty
group?
sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a contractor thing. I can't remember. I've watched so many videos on it. I can't remember if it was Clean's or someone else's, but I think they were talking about how it's like a contractor group that you're going in to this area. I don't know if it's to liberate or like what it was, but join a private military company and navigate a vast open world setting alone or in a squad.
Are we gonna have multiple private military groups area that you get to choose from?
Right.
Like,
choose where you start.
Obviously, like, I know people might get annoyed with this, but the one I can only really compare this to or think of is Tarkov right now.
Yeah.
Are they going to do the same where, like, oh, you can be USEC or you can be a bear? Or are they going to have something where, like, you can be a U.S. private military or a Taiwan private military or, like, Chinese private military? Like, I don't know, like, choose those routes. Or is it like the 3 factions? You get to choose which faction you're in, and then you're battling the other.
Right. And I think that's where it's like so early in the process that there's just not enough answers to it. Like, I don't even know. Maybe they don't know yet,
Like, you know how cool, like, this is my thinking of it is, like, imagine you have these 3 factions, which it is taking away from the whole private, you're being a private military contractor. But what if those 3 factions were the ones you get to choose from? And if you're part of that said faction, they don't aggro you, they're part of you. And then if you run into another faction in the map, then you have to deal with them.
That would be kind of neat. Like, you'd have like a blue on blue thing, or that would be cool if they did it that way. Then you could team up, like, even if you were just running solo.
Yeah.
And you didn't have anyone else playing with you, but you run into another group that's out there in your same company.
Yeah.
Be like, hey, it'd like pop up on your screen or something. There'd be like a beacon thing.
Or something in the
hey,
UI,
you have a fellow
fellow
contractor in the area. Do you want to work with him?
Yeah. This is like a partner contractor. Don't.
Yeah. I think that would be really cool.
That'd be a neat idea for a type.
Be
a neat idea for like an extraction shooter. Yeah. I'm not saying like Gray Zone do it, but like if anyone was thinking of it.
Yeah, I think it would be definitely be neat to see.
And then you can like have missions. You can have missions where it's like, oh, this contracting group's in this area and they're trying to do this, disrupt that operation and stuff. Like, oh, they're doing a humanitarian aid to try to win. Oh my God, like they're doing a humanitarian aid. Like the mission is like it's a humanitarian aid they're trying to set up to win over this section of the map.
Right.
and
yeah.
like win over the civilians. You go in there and disrupt the operation.
Yeah.
But then you can have that faction try to play defend on that humanitarian aid, and then the other faction comes in and tries to fight it and disrupt. That mind blown.
Yeah.
That'd be so sick.
That would be sick. And like it kind of like it sounds like a
you're
stupid
hitting
comparison, but it'd be like New World, like how you have the factions. Like
I'm
you
thinking
could try to
massy
fucking take
multiplayer
over.
online. You have those certain
Yeah.
like areas where it's like, hey, this operation is going on. Do you want to assist? And then you go in there, and then it's like, hey, you have this faction trying to disrupt the operation. Defend.
Right.
That'd
Yep.
be fucking cool. Or like,
It would
oh
be
hey,
really cool.
there's a convoy or a patrol going in to do this, help protect them, and then the other faction has to like disrupt it.
Or you could put in like a call for help, like if you were taking fire and you needed help extracting.
Yeah, like that'd be cool
Like
in my opinion.
Basically, like a HTT could go in, and you know,
And it like if you're in your base, you get alerted like, hey, this operation's about to happen in this amount of time.
right?
Or if you're in the map, like you're in the area, you get a notification of like, hey, we have this type of operation going down. Can we get assistance? And then like you're still in the map and you can choose, nope, I'm gonna go work on my quests, or
Yeah.
I can go assist in that, and you get like some bonus stuff out of it, or like stash rewards and stuff.
Right. Yeah. That would be sick. That'd be a sick way of doing it.
That'd be a fucking really
if they
cool
don't,
way.
if they don't, we're gonna have to sign some deals with some people that know how to build a fucking video game.
But they still treat it as if you do go and do this, if you die, you still do lose your shit.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Yep. You die back to the fucking.
And there's
Back in the
no
pod.
respawn, so it's not like in an MMO where you can kind of go, oh, there's 30 people here, and if you die, you kind of respawn back at the waypoint, run yourself over to do it again. It's like, no, it's whoever's in there at that time. And then if you die and you want to try to load back in and get in there, then yes, you got to get a new loadout and try to get yourself back out there.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that'd be a cool
that would be pretty
fucking
cool.
concept.
It would be for sure. I think that would be absolutely sick. One of the things I think is so cool about this game that I've seen in any video is this game's ballistics.
They are,
Did you see that
the
video
little
I sent?
test fire range that they were doing?
Oh my god, yeah.
And they had ballistic gels, and they were
gel
showing the
blocks to
outlines of what these bullets are doing when they impact.
Yes, the bullet impact, like certain rounds are going to be more shock impact on impact. They were showing the fucking ballistics through a wall and then into the ballistics gel to show what was going to happen to that round. The ricochet off the water.
Yep.
And if it was going to pen the wall at a certain angle, or if it was going to fucking bounce off the wall.
Yep. And a possibility of
was
coming back at you.
Fuck yeah. It was so sick. I was like, there is no way that we have gotten to this point in video games where we can fucking ricochet bullets off of water and kill people. Like, come on.
I think it's
sick. Or not kill, it's probably going to wound the shit out of them. But
I think it's a cool concept that someone is willing to go to the level of like, let's actually put ballistics and stuff into perspective.
Ballistics.
Like we're not doing I point here, it hits here. It's gonna hit here, but because of it's this type of ammo or it's this type of bullet, it's gonna do this instead. Like I love that more developers, like the developers that are really into the shooting aspect of these games, where it's like, let's try to make this more into a realistic point of view instead of a point and shoot. It's like, hey, if you hit this is what's going to happen, or if it's this type of armor, this is what's going to happen, or it's this type of bullet with this type of armor piercing round, or it's just a fucking hollow point round, it's going to do this instead. I like that aspect. I like that aspect in Tarkov as well. Tarkov still needs some tweaking.
Still needs some fucking work.
It is better. It's in a better spot than what it was, but it still needs work. It's not perfect.
Like, there is no way I should be hitting someone with 5.45 so many fucking times that I'm doing 350 HP and I'm getting one tapped with fucking AP or the 9mm ammo.
AP 6.3.
AP 6.3, not in the armor, just in the flesh, and that's fucking killing me. It's armor piercing. It's gonna fucking rip through. It ain't causing a whole shitload of damage.
No,
It's poking a nice fucking shiny hole.
I'm also liking that some of these
Fuck.
these developers are going like into more of the extraction shooter route, because now it's giving Tarkov competition. And now all it's doing is improving.
Push them.
It's improving everyone at this game.
Yeah, it's pushing everyone in this space of gaming. Because one of the main brands fucking dropped a extraction shooter, didn't they? One of the AAA studios that everyone fucking loves so much.
Call of Duty.
Yeah, they fucking decided they were gonna drop
dip their toe in it, and
fucking,
they're like,
yeah, we're like, oh, we're not good at this. They left all their fucking AI strongholds on the fucking goddamn map.
The thing that made me laugh with that, they're like, we're just gonna take Battle Royale. We're gonna take the Battle Royale map, and we're just gonna put extraction points up.
Yep.
Not even extraction points. You got to go there, call in a helicopter, and the helicopter comes in.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. So this was another question I had with Gray Zone was, well, actually, I won't ask the question first. The thing I pointed out and saw, which I absolutely loved, is Clean was, this is shout out to Clean, running the LPVO, and you can use every single magnification. It is not 1 to 6. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can use all of them, and it
is fucking amazing that they did that.
And it looks pretty crisp from what I was seeing. A nice smooth transition to every magnification, and it looks clean. And I was like,
another thing that was like, it is probably going to be a pain in the ass, and I'm going to fucking hate it every time it happens to me. But when you pull up to a fucking scoped optic, and it's fucking blurry for a second until you get your sight picture right.
Yep.
That's going to be sick, but also at the same time, I know I'm going to die many fucking times because I'm going to pull up an optic. It's going to be blurry, and I'm not going to be able to fucking put that shot on target.
And their recoil looks manageable.
Looks manageable. It's not fucking so stupid.
Tarkov?
Arena. I thought Tarkov recoil was pretty decent until I started playing Arena. Holy fucking shit. Some of these guns in Arena are so fucking bad.
Well, it's because you're not running meta load. You're not running meta loadouts at that point. It's like, oh, you got these tier one weapons. You got these tier 1 weapons where they don't have any attachments on them, so you're like, yeah, it's gonna go to the high moon.
Like that fucking guy that we watched in that, like, one of those matches
with the G36.
Yeah. He got the lucky last fucking round that hit the guy. But me, if I've got my dot right on the motherfucker and I shoot, I'll get no HP and get one tapped in the fucking toe with a fucking AP round and die.
So true.
Yeah.
That
magnification, the whole weapon system. Did you see anything with like flashlights and lasers and shit?
I didn't see anything about that.
So one thing with the amount of realism that they've put into this game, one thing I'm going to be very interested in seeing is if you have a weapon with a visible laser and you aim it at an AI, are they going to see that visible laser and react to it? That's something that I'm interested in with the amount of, just because of the pure amount of realism that they're putting into this game so far. I'm wondering if that's going to be a thing. Like, I know Tarkov, if you have a flashlight on an AI, they look at you.
Yeah.
Like, scavs respond to it, but they don't respond to lasers.
Nope.
At least I haven't experienced them responding to it.
I haven't really noticed, like, if you shine a laser at one of them and, like, past it, there's no reaction to it.
Right.
I haven't noticed
So, with this game, with Gray Zone, I'm wondering if it's going to be something that AI will react to if they see it. I mean, obviously not if you're just shining a laser in the vicinity, but like if you aim, like if you're aiming at their head or whatever, or at the wall and that they're looking at, like if you miss their head with the laser
Mhm.
and it hits the wall, are they going to see that and be like, "What the fuck?" and
Yeah.
like turn, just
Or-
react to it?
Is there going to be nighttime modes?
I think there is, because weren't they talking about? I think they were talking about MVGs in one of them.
Because that's
Queen's
another
video I think he talked about early on was MVGs.
That's my question: is there going to be NVGs in play? Is there going to be night mode? And then is there IR? And then what I'm wondering is your higher tier AI
gonna
they going to be knotted out? And then if they're knotted out, just like you said with if just like you said with a VR visible laser, would AI react to it? If you have IR lasers and you're dealing with high tier AIs, are they going to react to IR?
Right, and other players should be able to see IR.
Yeah.
Stuff, like obviously because Tarkov you can as well.
Yeah, if you're running nods and you see someone shining around an IR laser, you should be able to see it because that's what's going to happen.
Yep. No, I agree, and that's another good point. I would like to see it because is there?
And then I would like to see
Is
the
there
AI.
people
I would like the
that have
AI.
night vision? Sorry, AI in Tarkov. Isn't there one that has night vision?
I think the rogues can run night vision.
Is it the rogues or is it the cultists?
Might be the cultists actually.
I think the cultists have night vision.
Yeah. But if those like higher tier units of AI, are they gonna have MVGs and then are they gonna have IRs and then you can see them trying to swing their lasers around trying to find you and stuff?
Right.
Like that'd be kind of cool. And then this is like a fucking laser.
be.
It's a laser light show in like one of the areas that you're fighting.
Fucking marshmallow concert. Yeah, no, there's so many things that I'm really liking what I'm seeing from all the videos, all the TikToks, all the videos that these creators have done.
Yeah.
And then like everyone breaking them down too, because there's some things that people have pointed out with this game, but then like a third party has been like, well, yeah, and then there's this too that they didn't really explain, that they've just kind of broken down more. If there's anyone that's listening to this that's interested in Gray Zone, definitely watch the videos. That TikTok channel, I'll link it when I find I'll link it in the bio, for the breakdown on all their stuff. But there's just so many different things, and I'm excited to see like the weather too.
Yep.
If like for long range shots, is weather going to affect the ballistics just because of how much things they put into the ballistics in this game so far?
Right.
I'm interested to see bullet drop, lead time, because some of the lead time in Tarkov is fucked. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I'm interested to see how that works. And if you're going for longer range shots, if weather will have effect on ballistics. It might be too in depth for it, and I could be just hoping.
Yeah.
That there's like a little bit more realism, but
there's definitely gonna be some spots where it's gonna be some rough fighting because like you have the rice paddy fields and stuff.
Yep.
Those are disaster.
Rough. Yeah. Yeah, no, there's a lot of. I'm really looking forward to this game. I know they have a release date of 2024. I don't know when.
I think like winter, fall later. Or winter.
I was gonna say probably like a November
is when like
November,
I think
December.
betas will be coming out at least.
Yeah, because they're still in early alpha. Yeah, this early access game is not complete. May not change further, but they already said that it's gonna change.
Yeah,
so. I think they've gotten enough people behind it to
pop some interest.
It. Yeah.
Another thing, like I know they haven't. There's stuff that's missing. Like they're talking about reload. No, not reload. Animations.
They did say they were changing those though, right? They were
not a magazine reload. Your ammo, just like reloading a magazine.
Yes.
Topping off mags.
Because right now it's just a click and it loads.
Yeah.
It. It's not like a actual loading like Tarkov right now.
Yeah, where it's like one at a time, and then you work on your reloading skills to get it faster.
Yep. Yep.
And that's
Yeah,
the
I
other
could see
thing
that as well.
is there going to be some are they going to kind of chase after what Tarkov's doing, and you're going to have that experience where
Your
strength,
endurance.
gun skills, stuff like that, get more proficient in SMGs compared to ARs, no matter what you're using and stuff.
Yeah. Healing, all that shit.
Yep.
Yeah. I think there will be. There's I'm just so excited for it. If I can
I'm excited
can't
for
wait.
something different because like I still
Yeah.
do like Tarkov, but I
Yeah,
think
same. That's the only game I've played really.
it really needs a competitor.
Yeah, it does. It
And some
it
of them are
needs someone to ratio them.
Yep.
Is what it needs.
Yep. It needs someone
they
else to come
needs-
out and like be like,
Yeah.
"Hey, we can do this just as well."
Yeah. Or hey, we did this faster.
Yeah. We did this better. And I'm not
Faster,
saying
better,
and I'm not saying it to like shit on them. I just think it maybe will
not at
help
all.
push them as developers to
Because I want endgame Tarkov.
oh, I want it so bad.
Like I do. Like it's the game I play the most is Tarkov, whether it be regular Tarkov or Arena.
Yep.
Mostly I play regular Tarkov, but lately we've been playing Arena a lot more.
Well, since they
But
got a lot of the stuff stable and it's actually actually playable now, I was enjoying. That's why I was enjoying it. Like I can actually play it now, and I'm like, oh, this feels better.
Yeah, there was a lot of things that weren't balanced right off the start, and just a lot of bugs and shit that just didn't make sense. And like that feedback thing we just filled out today, to like obviously they want people's input in the way it's going and what to add to it. But no, Arena's a lot of fun. I hated it at first. Well, I didn't hate it. I hated its runnability. But now it's better and it's fun.
Yeah.
Grinding the different tiers and preset, like which level presets you can use. It's a lot of fun. I'd like to get Austin to play it more with us.
Right.
I think he'd like it more now because I know he didn't like it at all off the start either.
It was rough. We all tried to play it, and it was
bad.
just you couldn't. The lobbies couldn't hold themselves together at all, and it was just unstable the entire time.
And now where you don't have to play ranked is pretty cool too.
Yeah, they got unranked mode now.
You can just do the unranked, and it's really no fucking different.
No,
because
you're just not worried about.
I think that's something they need to work on, their progression rate for the ranked
compared to unranked.
Dude, to go up to the next rank.
Oh, working on your RP
it's
and stuff.
So
your rep.
You get like what 25 or something like that.
Something dumb.
It's fucking bad. Like if you do really well in a match
and continually do well,
yeah, if you get a lot of KD and you win the match, that should affect how much RP you get. Like if you're just on the winning team but you don't get shit for kills, yes, get the minimum. But if you do good, your KD is good, you get a lot of assists, like anything to help the team more, you should be rewarded and level up faster because that's what a ranking is.
Yeah.
Not just I don't know the same pace.
I don't know how their rank works. I haven't looked into it enough. But like when I think of that, I look at Valorant for like competitive shooting wise is Valorant looks at if you win the game, if you're on a winning streak, and where you placed.
Yes.
And even if you lose, say you lose your rank game, but you drop like 25 kills and you're top fragger on your team, you get like accommodated for that. It's like, all right, you're gonna get deduction of RP, but it's not as much as like your bottom fragger that only contributed 3 kills.
Right. Yeah, there's got to be a way for them to work on that.
Reward
out.
the player for actually being good.
Yep. Like I've had games where I've done great, gotten top of the leaderboard. Then I've had games where I didn't get a fucking kill.
Yeah.
But we won, and I got the same amount of XP. I'm like, or RP, whatever. I was like, what the fuck? Like, what's the point?
Makes no difference.
And then they came out with unranked, and at first I didn't understand that you could still unlock the tiers.
Yeah.
Doing unranked, which is good, because it's like just
it
fucking
makes sense.
play that, And I think we've gotten into games faster too with unranked.
Yeah, because everyone wants to play unranked, they don't want to play the ranked portion.
Yeah, because there's no fucking point.
I mean,
But
rank is more for that competitive side where you can't use multiple loadouts. You got, if one's picked, you can't use it, so on and so forth. Unranked, you can pick whatever loadout you want to use, and that's the nice thing.
so that's something I
Especially,
noticed too.
that's the nice
like,
thing is
multiple.
yeah, that's the nice thing when you're like, hey, I just unlocked this guy, and then you go into a rank match, someone's using it, you're like, oh, I can't use him now.
Especially when you get into tier 2 and you're just trying to unlock more. You know.
Well, you
You're
can't
like,
even
"Fuck, I
play
only
tier
have
2
this,
until
like,
you have
one
5.
guy. Yeah, exactly.
Until you have 5 presets.
And now that makes sense too, because if all 5 are using the same fucking class, you can't.
Yeah.
You're out of people to pick from. So
Yeah.
I guess now it makes sense when you think of it that way. But
Yeah,
it's
that's
just fucking dumb.
Yep. It was just weird that they only had the rank mode. I would think you would have your unranked mode out first, and then worry about rank later.
Right.
Like, get all your shit straight before you decide to put rank in. But yeah, I just think it's weird that ranked system was put out first before unranked.
Yeah, I think so too. The one thing I did get, and it kind of made sense too, I guess, Valorant with their ranked or any of their play, you can't select the same character.
Yep.
So I was like, maybe they fucking, like when you brought that up, maybe it took away, or maybe they pulled that from Valorant over. They're like, all right, if you're this character, you can't have the same one.
Which it makes sense when you're doing
Right.
like ranked, because Rainbow Six Siege does the same thing.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. The only one that didn't do it was fucking Call of Duty. They just don't give a shit.
They just
don't give a
do
shit what you think.
They do
don't give a
loadouts.
shit.
That's it. Or they don't do loadouts. They do. You can only play these certain games because we know these guns are broken. We won't let you play them in ranked, which makes me laugh.
Right.
Because it's like, if you know those guns are a problem, why aren't you?
Why even have them?
Why are you
like balance them?
It makes me laugh with Call of Duty's ranked. I like doing the Call of Duty's ranked for a bit, but then I was like, you have all these guns, but we can only use a quarter of them because you know they're unfair, broken, so on and so forth.
Yeah, they're illegal in CDL.
Yeah.
Like, well, what about the motherfuckers
it
that
blows
get
my
time in
mind.
regular lobbies that are fucking pissed at the game, throwing their controllers through the screens?
It blows my mind when you go to, we're going to go to a professional league, but we're going to take 3/4 of the stuff in the game because CDL guys don't like it, or they complain about it because it's unfair. It's like, then why the fuck you have it in the game?
Right. That reminds me of throwing this controllers through the screens. Did you see Doc's video?
Oh, when he threw two controllers.
Mercs, him, Nick Mercs, and fucking Zlander were fucking playing Warzone. He fucking threw the controller at the floor and smashed the fuck out of it.
And then Doc's like, how about this? And then Nick was like, here, Doc, just throw another one. He's like, want me to throw another one? Just fucking
yeah. He fucking smashes it. He's like, and then Zlander's the one that brought it up. He's like, he's like, he's like, did you just smash the controller?
Yep.
He's like, I thought I heard something back there. He's like, I got 30 more in boxes right here. Well, just smash another one.
Smash another one then. Yeah.
Smash.
Want me to smash another one?
It's fucking funny. But that's what that game is doing to, like, fucking everybody.
Yeah.
Dude, the
I fucking hate that
easiest
game.
fucking way in is make a controller company and just sell controllers.
Yep.
Because kids are smashing them every fucking day playing that dog shit game.
My son still plays that game, and I'm like, when are you gonna stop playing this garbage game? And he goes, I like it. And I'm like, no, it's garbage.
Yeah. The thing is like, I've never smashed a controller playing Call of Duty. Hang on, let me just think to make sure that the statement is correct. Yeah, never smashed a controller playing Call of Duty. You know what game I've smashed more controllers to? Madden.
Yep, that's a good
Tiger
one.
Woods Golf.
There you go. Madden's a good one.
Those two games have cost me more controllers than I fucking can even think.
Oh yeah.
The best one was Tiger Woods. I think it was 2008 maybe on the fucking PS2 when controllers were corded.
Yep.
And when you throw the controller, it fucking yanks the fucking PS2 with it because it's this fucking big.
Yep. Fucking ripping it off whatever stand it was on.
Oh yeah, fucking. oh, you gonna throw your controller? Well, here goes the fucking PS2 as well. And
Yep.
then your game's scratched because it's on a disc that fucking actually uses a disc.
Yep.
It's just a novel concept now. But oh my god, yeah. I'm looking forward to Gray Zone. I hope it's a fucking banger. I do.
Oh yeah, I'm excited for Gray Zone. I'm finding that I'm liking these abstraction shooters more. And like, yeah, I'm excited for more news to come out for it. That's for sure.
Yes, definitely excited for that as well.
What do we say, Garrett?
Yeah.
Close us out.
Thanks everybody. I was gonna do a cheers or a toast, but I couldn't remember the fucking toast. Thank you everybody for swinging by, listening, hanging out with us. I know it's just us two. Craig, we can't wait for you to be up here. Hopefully, end of the week.
Yep. Very quick transition.
Yeah, we're hoping you're here with us soon, and we can't wait.
Oh, it'll be so exciting.
I know. But thanks everybody for the likes, the follows, the rates, the listens, downloads, all of it. We wouldn't be here without you. Well, actually, we still would, and we wouldn't give a fuck. But
because we're
having an audience, yeah, because we're having fun. But having an audience makes us way better. We love hearing like stories from listeners. We have an email. If anyone wants to reach out, send us an email. Topics, anything you want us to discuss, or things you want us to dive into more with our lives. That we can go into,
Yep.
To an extent. Reach out to us. We have an email, casualafpodcast@gmail.com, and you can also drop it in the comments too. Comments on YouTube.
Very true. Got an Instagram. We got a Facebook.
Instagram, yeah.
X.
Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, X. Yeah, sorry, X.
Can always message us on those.
Hit us in the DMs. And I'm checking those things all the time. So yeah, but we thank you guys so much,
and we appreciate every single one of you. We love you all. We will see you next week.
Peace. Well, that would make it, yeah. Peace.